Well, once again, a comment that is made on a show causes all sorts of crap. Let's have a look at it and let's just explain it a bit better.
Take me home to the banks of the riverside. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best. Yes, it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the riverside.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul back again, and as you may well have seen yesterday, there was all hell broke loose over a comment that Danielle made on the review show on Sunday regarding Alan St. Maximin. Obviously, Danielle said a few comments about the photo that was taken in the oxygen chamber, etc. It was her opinion. It was a hunch that she had, and that's all she said. Now, what I can only describe as an idiot, decided to edit the video and just show Danielle mentioning that particular bit. It did not continue to mention or show that Danielle also said, this is just my opinion, it's just a hunch I have, it doesn't matter. And that's what she said. It also didn't have what myself and what Alex, who were currently on the show with Danielle, also said. So Danielle then receives absolute crap. I mean, absolute crap. Some terrible online abuse. Now, a lot of people came at me yesterday and said, "Oh, she's brought it on herself. She's made the comment." Fair enough. She's made a comment based on her own opinion. That's fine. That's what life is all about. And if you disagree with the opinion, that's okay as well. But for God's sake, be grown adults about it and have a conversation. This guy who edited the video couldn't wait to tell everybody whose YouTube channel it was. Oh, it's a YouTube channel called the Toon Review. And everybody commenting saying, oh, absolute muppets, absolute this, absolute that. Saying terrible things about all of us. And why? Because we like to sit here and talk about Newcastle United. We like to do shows about football, something we all love. Yet we all have to take that kind of abuse. This brings the trolls out from under the rocks and start hammering me again. Saying awful stuff about stuff that I wasn't even involved in. Made up accounts, etc. All this garbage that was way in the past. But these idiots like to come out and start again and try and give you hassle all over again. Pathetic excuse for human beings. Why can't people, these are grown men, these are grown adults, shoving abuse at everybody. It's absolutely ridiculous that we have to sit there and actually take such abuse. It's pathetic. And you guys who are doing it, you just don't have any lives, quite frankly. You just don't have any lives. We are just a few guys who like talking about football and talking about the club we love, Newcastle United. Now, nobody is going to agree on everything all the time. People are going to have opinions that other people don't like, which is fine. You don't have to agree with them opinions. But state your opinion in a way where you have an adult conversation, not nastiness. I mean, what the hell is this? There's enough going on in the world at the minute. People do not have to throw abuse and be nasty and put all sorts of horrible photos online. Because it's just wrong. We all have families as well. I have kids who go online and they look at this crap. Right? It's not fair. People making me out to be something I'm not. Making Danielle out to be someone she's not. Making people in general out to be people they're not. It's awful. And then Danielle now is actually frightened to go to the game against Brighton. Because she's frightened of people abusing her. I mean, how horrible is that? That a Newcastle United fan is made to feel like that by fellow fans. That she's frightened to go to the football game. Now, do I think Maxie's injured? Yes, of course I do. And I think pretty much everybody does, including Danielle. It was just a hunch that she had, that she happened to mention on the show. Now, for another Newcastle podcast, i.e. Gallagher's Shots, right? I don't have an issue with you guys. I don't know what it is or why you've blocked me. right? I've never spoke to you guys. I watch your podcasts. I quite enjoy them. But you guys retweeted that out. Why? There's no excuse for it. You know, it's her opinion, and she's been vilified for it. Absolutely vilified. And of course that brings out the trolls from under the rocks to have a go at everybody else. Now, I don't know why Gallagher Shots decided to do that. I mean, crazy in my opinion. I don't know what I've done to Gallagher Shots. I've never had anything bad to say about them. I've never done anything I've never spoke to the guys. And from what I can see, they're a decent bunch of lads who love doing the same as what we do, talking about Newcastle. But it's all about opinions, guys. That's all it is. And I'm devastated after yesterday. You know, obviously that idiot who decided to edit the channel, Ridley or whoever he is, decides to do that, and the channel gets vilified. I get vilified. Danielle gets vilified for our comments. It's unbelievable. It's not on. But I'll tell you something now, right? The trolls, you can get on with it. Say what you want, right? Say what you want. I've got nearly 10,000 subscribers on this channel, and that's for a reason. Because they enjoy what we do. They enjoy listening to us. They enjoy the banter. They enjoy the laughter. And that's fine. You know, if you don't like the channel, you don't like me, or you don't like whoever else is on the show, don't watch it. It's your prerogative. But then to edit a video to make it look like something it isn't is disgusting. And to have one of my best friends in Danielle tread like that and actually frightened to go to St James's Park on Saturday, that is just an absolute disgrace. It really is. You people really, really need to take a good hard look in the mirror. Because you're grown adults. Yes, disagree with Danielle, but put it in words, you know, why you disagree in an adult conversation way, saying, Danielle, I don't agree with what you're saying at all. This is why, you know, but hey ho, everybody has an opinion. It's just wrong to call the names that she was called, for me to be called what I was called yesterday, because of some idiot sitting behind the keyboard making fake accounts. Come on. Wake up, smell the coffee. Everybody can get along. Everybody can do different podcasts. Everybody can have a good time on their own shows. But why should we vilify each other? You know, Newcastle Fans TV, Lee and the guys, fantastic job they do. The Magpie channel, fantastic job. Gallagher Shots, really good entertaining watch. You know, Steve Wraith, whatever you think of Steve Wraith, he's got some good shows on there. You know, there's a lot of people, World of Sport TV and other people do loads of stuff because we talk about football in Newcastle because we love it. There's no need for all this nastiness to the point where somebody is frightened to go and watch their own football team. That's how bad it's got. Me sitting there last night thinking, do I want to carry this channel on? Do I want to do this? You know, because I love what I do. I love talking about Newcastle. I love the shows. I love the interaction with everybody. But do I want to be vilified like that and spoke about in that particular way? Absolutely not. That's not who I am. Luckily, I've got a fantastic family and friends base behind me who know. You know, Susan, my fiancée, who I plan on spending forever with, she's my rock through all of this. Every time. And people can send her DMs and send her messages on Twitter saying, oh, watch out for him. You don't even know me, man. She knows me best of all. I've got fantastic kids who I love to bits, fantastic family. Friends who I class as family. And now we're all rallying around Danielle as well. Because what happened to her yesterday is unforgivable, man. Unforgivable. Just for having a little hunch or an opinion on something. It's time people grew up and it's time people all just got along, for God's sake. The world is a bad enough place already without... You know, Newcastle United are in a fantastic place at the minute. Since the takeover, we're moving up the table. Everything's great. And yes, people are going to have the personal opinion on certain players. That is also okay. But disagree in an adult way. You know, I've got now Danielle considering whether she wants to do this anymore as well. You know, which is such a shame because she's really good at what she does. And she loves talking about Newcastle United. Now, this channel has a lot of people going on behind the scenes. You know, the mods, etc., who love watching the channel, love being part of the channel. And, you know, to put it in somebody's mind to just bin it all and forget it, you know, after a lot of hard work's gone into it, it's not fair. Now, I'm not speaking to the trolls here because they'll never change. You know, they just want to abuse you and abuse you to the point where you snap. I'm talking to the normal, decent folk out there. There's ways and means of disagreeing with someone. And yesterday was not the way to do it. To have somebody frightened to go to their own football ground to support their own team. That's how bad it's got. Now, you know, call me every name under the sun you want. That's fair enough. I don't know what I've done to upset certain people who've got me blocked, to be honest. You know, all that crap last year, you know, whatever. Believe what you want, right? At the end of the day, my friends, my family, the people that matter to me, all my subscribers out there know who I am, know what I'm all about. And that's all I care about. I don't care about these people that sit behind keyboards. I really don't. But, you know, there's no need to vilify fellow Newcastle United channels as well. And I would, you know, reach out to the Gallagher Shots lads and say, look, whatever this issue is, you know, message me. You know, let's sort it out. Let's be grown adults. I don't know why there's this thing, or you have me blocked, or whatever it is. You know, we won't all agree on certain things that we do, and that's fine. But we all have a common denominator here, that we all love Newcastle United. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Is talking, just like you're sitting... My channel is based on just acting like we're just sitting in a pub, having a pint, talking about football and having a laugh. And you know when you go into the bar after a game and you have a chat about the game, you're not going to agree with your mate. Your mate might have seen something completely different to what you've seen. But are you going to vilify him and abuse him in front of him? No, you're not. You'll disagree with him, but you'll move on. Why can't adults be like that? Why does this Newcastle United fan base have to be so toxic when things are going so well? You know, and like I say, I just want everybody to do well. I want all the fellow podcasters that I know to do well. I watch them all. You know, I don't have an issue with any of them. So I don't know why there's an issue with me. But more so, the vilification of Danielle yesterday was just heartbreaking, man. She's such a lovely, kind-hearted, you know, person who just wants to get along with everybody, wants to help people, but loves talking about Newcastle United. Like myself, like Alex, like all the other podcasters do. We do it because we love talking about football, and this platform gives us a massive opportunity to do that. But now, you know, you kind of look and you think, do you really want to go on with this? Do you really want to do this? You know, is it all worth it at the end of the day? You know, to me it is, but then, you know, on the flip side, it isn't. You know, just forget YouTube and go and do something else. But that's also unfair to the subscribers that like watching the channel and that feel like they're part of something. I like to think that, you know, all the subscribers and stuff like that on this channel are part of a big family who love football. You know, not just Newcastle United, because there's a lot of people subscribe who don't support Newcastle. There's a lot of other clubs involved. But it's all banter. And it does crush me. It does, you know, I can't help it. I'm human. You know, anybody that sees stuff written about them that's wrong and incorrect are going to be hurt by it. But I'm a decent lad. Danielle's a wonderful lass. You know, the people that are behind the scenes for the Toon Review are wonderful, wonderful people. The subscribers we've got are fantastic people. But that should be the case across the board with all the podcasters. You know, and they should be there to support each other and say, wow, well done on that, you know what I mean? Because that's what I want to do. I think the rest of the Newcastle podcasters are all brilliant. They all do their own thing in a very different way. But to vilify people and like yesterday, it does hurt. You know, and that's because people are human beings and don't deserve it. Good people being crushed for no reason. Whether you agree with somebody's hunch, opinion, or what, it doesn't matter. There's no need to come out with some of the stuff that came out yesterday, guys. There just isn't. But anyway, I wanted to do this video because I felt like I needed to speak out and just say something and just say, look, you know, reaching out to a few people as well, including the Gallagher shot lads. Whatever it is, let's just move on. And to the people that disagreed with Danielle, and, you know, come on, guys. It's only a hunch and opinion. You know, Danielle's entitled to that. She really is. Just like we all are. But I just, you know, I felt like I had to do the video, but, you know, I was gutted yesterday and last night. Absolutely gutted. I still am this morning. You know, because such a brilliant thing like this where we get an opportunity to, you know, go on social media and this kind of platform and talk about the club you love and have a fantastic time and have good banter and have a good laugh with people that you class as family and friends. And then, you know, it just gets destroyed and vilified like that. It's heartbreaking, guys. It really is. But hey ho, we'll see what happens today, and hopefully things will calm down, and people will understand that, you know, what kind of person Danielle is, and she's one of the nicest, most wonderful people you could ever wish to meet. So, yeah, you don't like me, fair enough. That's fine. But my God, to crush a young lass to crush a lass like that, and then have a frighten to go at the football, wow. Unbelievable. But, you know, like I said, the trolls don't bother me. They'll just forever be there because they've got no lives. But the mainstream Newcastle United guys, come on. It's devastating, really. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and hopefully something will come of this where, you know, things will get sorted. I hope to hear from the Gallagher shot guys. I really do, because I think they're a good bunch of lads, and they're good at what they do. And it's just a shame that all this has to go on. But, guys, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.